Hello, 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 and welcome back to my series in Minecraft, where I build a fief, or a fiefdom. A lot of stuff has happened since the last episode because I went to go film an episode, and then when I went to go edit it, the audio was horrible. So you are going to have to forgive me. I've pressed the wrong button there. There we go. We're in the snapshot of 25 week 31. And that is the copper golem. And we also have shelves. So we've fixed this up a little bit. And I've worked on a little bit of the keep. This is just the first layer of the keep. This is the interior layer. And then we're going to be putting down stone bricks around here. We went traveling. We got some dark oak for the roof. We got some copper. It's completely chaotic right now. This guy, we'll have to figure out a system to get him to work decently. But yeah, we are just going to have to figure that out as we go. See what might work. But yeah, went for a little journey. And now, also, before we get into it, I put down this for the floor. I'm not sure I like that. We might do the stone brick for the floor there. Get back in the house. Let's get some stone brick. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll have to prep some stuff as well. So yeah, we do have furnaces, which makes it nice and quick to just kind of grab some cobblestone, grab some logs, start prepping charcoal, and start prepping smooth stone. But I think I want like a separate building for it. There's also a very good chance that as we develop this area, whoops, that might become elevated. Like as this dirt is like, we might carve into this dirt and then it needs to be elevated. And then it'll be like a set of stairs. Like right now it is level. But it very well could change. And that's what this whole series is about. We're going to slowly evolve our build. And I'm also looking for some suggestions for what we might call certain places. So like we're kind of on an island here. Let me actually just go briefly into creative mode so you can see what we're dealing with. So our main castle, our starter castle, is going to be on this sort of island. It has a little isthmus connection here, and then that connects to here, that connects to up there. This needs a name. The castle needs a name. This is where we want to probably build our starter town. And so as things evolve, yes, we will change up the buildings, but this is going to be like the old town. We'll set up a nice wall around the river, make it nice and fortified. We might do a bunch of wheat fields here for a little while before we really get developing. So off camera, while I'm working on this, I might start working on developing this into wheat fields with some trails going through. And those trails might determine where we put some buildings later on, but yeah, you'll just have to subscribe and watch and make some suggestions as well. So we need a name for that location. Right now, I'm just kind of calling it the Cherry Hill or the Cherry Tree Hill. We have this massive mountain on pretty much an island. Let me just fly way up here. There's a few spots just over here where it does connect, but I think it's enough that we can officially call this an island. We can pretend that that doesn't, and we can very easily just make that go around. Oop. We do have some settlements. We need names for settlements, but yeah, let's get back to base. I have turned myself around. There we go. Get ourselves out of creative mode. I pretty much will only go into creative mode just so we can kind of like get an aerial view from time to time. And every month, at the very end of the month, starting a week before, we will figure out what new command block we are going to use. And give myself, basically, so that I can create things more easily. So over the course of a year, we'll get 12 new ones, which means we'll have 16 blocks. So if you didn't watch the first episode, cobblestone, oak log, wool block, hay bale. Basically, all the essentials that I need to begin with. Anything else, I need to start harvesting. So we have these dark oak trees, which I think I want to do spruce. We're going to have to find spruce somewhere. And then we have these birch trees, which I'm using for flooring. So you can see here, I've swapped out the floor. We want to clear out this place eventually, just so we can have a spot for these guys actually organizing. Not too sure I'm happy with how I did the roof in the back. I might just do a hipped roof. Not a hipped roof, a gable roof in the back. It's sort of a hipped roof. Yeah. I'll work on that off camera. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe stairs here. And then we can have glass or bars. You know what, for now, I'm just going to make it solid. I'll work on details off camera. You don't need to see everything, right? The windows might not even stay, they might change. Settlements, castles, that sort of thing always change over time. The steps could be on this side, because I don't want it completely square. But yeah, just so you can kind of see what we're working with right now. It's very simple, very basic. But don't you worry, I will add details. Can I press this button from here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there might be upper levels at some point. Might be reached by the inside by ladder, or later on we might build some spiraling stairs on the outside, and then we might add a second layer to the outside. make it larger, at least in some spots. Yeah, if you have any ideas of what you want to see, just let me know. Definitely it needs some detailing. I'm thinking maybe, you know what, let's tear this down. What if we did... Didn't mean to make that many. My bad. See, that could work. I don't know why. Why I did that. I was going to do this, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll double the depth. Nope, not that. That seems to work okay. I know I said I'd be doing detailing off camera, but we can do some here. I don't want to leave you completely void of my creativity. Not that doing this is the most creative thing ever. It's pretty standard nowadays. Ooh, here's a question. Middle of the, yeah, just the middle of the windows. And then maybe stairs. No, we don't want stairs because we don't want people easily getting in. But we could do something like here. Maybe stairs there, upside down. And, ooh, no, right side up, upside down. Let's go grab those. We're gonna have to start crafting some more. Yeah, that works. It does not connect. That could work, though. Spacing isn't quite right there. That is not at all what I wanted. This is what happens when you use the center button far too often. Okay. That looks significantly better. We do it to that side as well. Yes. What about glass? Pretty sure we have glass panes somewhere. There we go. I'd hate to waste these because let's face it, a keep probably shouldn't have glass panes. I'm not hating it, so we're going to keep it for now. Not hating it. Oh, and I should mention that this area is prone to have raids quite a bit. So we might very well have a raid any second. I'm kind of like, it kind of looks like a face, but I'm liking it. It's good. They always seem to come from this side. Okay, no raid tonight. Yeah, these aren't connecting. We'll figure out something that kind of works. Could just be steps here. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I'll work on that off camera. We'll make it taller. Not like in the class. Just is not feeling it. Like shutters would be better. What do we got? No, these don't give... Yeah, there's no gap in those. Although, could do that. I'm also thinking that I would prefer spruce. But because this is what we have, it's what we'll deal with. Spruce would be better. Might have to go do a little travel to look for some spruce. I don't think oak would look good there. Spruce would match the bark of oak. Yeah, definitely that. So, for the last bit of this episode, I'll do some searching for some spruce. Let me just gather a few supplies. We'll be on our way. Do we not have any iron for shield? No. Right, I made shears. Why did I make shears? To make the pumpkin, right. To make the golem, you have to have a jack-o'-lantern, not just a pumpkin. Let's get some blocks. Yeah, that should do it. Let us go. So, last episode that didn't actually get aired, we went that way. We found dark oak, these trees. First episode that we actually aired, we went that way. Ooh, do we want some cherry trees to grow over here? I think the answer is yes, but we're going to go over here. There's a village. Who knows what they have? And who knows what we will see? So we definitely need a name for this village over here. This is the closest one, as far as I can tell. We can get some different colored eggs. All right, how do we get up here? Ooh, watermelon. Yes, I will take that. Those are very poorly placed stems. You know what? Since they're poorly placed stems, let me just take them. Because they're never going to grow. You're poorly placed? You're poorly placed? Oh, I shouldn't have taken you. 1 second. Not horribly placed, just wheat in the way. More melon. I will definitely be setting up some farms in between episodes. Some wheat. I might even come to this village and just harvest their wheat so that I can use it to propagate my own. Ooh, iron. Definitely need some iron. I'm kind of liking the copper for tools because you want to use iron for specific items and I don't want to waste them. Of course, you're just continuing the vein. Huh. Didn't get any brown eggs. Or they might be speckled. Ooh, jungle. Excellent. We don't want jungle wood yet, although we could benefit from it. That's the same village, I think. Do we see spruce? Spruce is more cold environment. What's down here? Interesting. Okay. So I don't want to head towards the jungle because jungle is further away from the kind of biome that we need. We'll take the river that way. Ow. Ooh, we will grab some leather. Did we get leather? No, we did not. I need some leather and some string so I can make some bundles. Okay, we got 1 leather. Wow. Had to slaughter 3 cows and only got 1 leather. That is very disappointing. Okay, that's cold because... Oh, yes, that's spruce. That's spruce. I was going to say, it's a mountaintop, so it's going to be cold. It's going to have snow. But it doesn't guaranteed. Spruce trees. Just seeing if there's any easier ones to get at. Ooh, I kind of like this area. This whole area, this whole seed, I've really enjoyed. And we've only just begun exploring. Careful of that. So yeah, in the last episode, which was not able to be aired, I had my fan on my desk. And I suppose it's because my old microphone setup was able to filter out the sound. I was able to have a fan run and not have it pick up. Ooh, we definitely want these. These we can grow like crazy. Bone meal would be wonderful. We can definitely make our own bone meal. What was that? Oh, cow. Okay. I thought it was a pillager at first. We can make bone meal with the wheat. The hay blocks we have. But yeah, the old setup would filter out any fans. And I forgot with my new headset that it would not do that. I think I could set it up that it would, but it was not set up. I don't trust snow anymore, by the way. Ever since you could like fall through and get chilled. What's great about spruce is you can grow it a 1x1 or a 2x2. I'm filled up. Get rid of this leaf litter. So if I can get 4, 8 is better, but if I can get 4, we can make a massive, massive tree. We've gotten 1. Where'd you come from? Bye. So much snow. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to jump on top of the snow. Kind of want to see what's beyond here. Oh, where did you come from? There's got to be a cave nearby, right? Like, I know there's something there, but... Oh, why did... I totally thought that I had a shield on me. So I just instinctively...